Hi, this is your host, and today I'm going to tell you about the day Messi scored his first World Cup goal. It was a hot summer day on June 2006 in Germany. Argentina were playing their second group stage match against Serbia and Montenegro. They had already beaten their first opponent, Ivory Coast, but lost to the Netherlands in a penalty shootout. So they absolutely needed 3 points in that game, and they were doing everything they could to get them. In the 54th minute, Carlos Tevez got the ball on the left side of the box and laid it off for Messi, who hit an angled drive with his right foot towards the far corner. It was a great goal, but even greater was what came next. The kid took off his shirt, revealing one underneath that said, "No." He pointed at the sky with both hands like an airplane taking off. Then he ran towards the corner flag, slid on his knees, and looked up again towards the sky. His teammates ran towards him, and soon the whole team was sliding on the grass in celebration. It was a sight to behold, an iconic moment that would forever be etched in the minds of football lovers. But for Messi, it was just the start of something beautiful, something magical. After all, no player had ever scored more goals in the FIFA World Cup than him. No one has won the Golden Ball for Best Player in the tournament as many times as him. And no one has ever won the coveted FIFA World Cup trophy more times than him. But back in 2006, none of that had happened yet. Back then, he was just a young kid from Rosario, Argentina, who had just turned 19 2 months prior. In fact, he was the youngest player to feature in that tournament, younger than players such as Cesc Fabregas, Lucas Podolski, and Cristiano Ronaldo. But despite his tender years, he was seen as a leader. The number 10 on his back didn't lie. The expectations were huge, the pressure immense, but he stood tall. How did this kid become so important to Argentina at such a young age? Well, let me tell you that when Jose Pekerman named his 23-man squad for the World Cup, there was a lot of media buzz about the inclusion of two players forwards, Lionel Messi and Carlos Tevez. Both were seen as the future of Argentine football. The new Maradona, if you will, and Pekerman knew it would take more than just talent for Messi to succeed in that tournament. That's why he gave him only 30 minutes of action in the first group game against Ivory Coast. But in the 21st minute of the second game, Messi replaced an injured Javier Mascherano in midfield and was deployed in an advanced role behind Carlos Tevez. The switch paid dividends immediately. 5 minutes later, he made it to 2-0 with that iconic goal. However, it was his performance in the third group game against the Netherlands that really announced his arrival on the world stage. He tormented the Dutch defense with his pace and trickery, causing them all sorts of problems. And although he didn't score in that game, he set up a crucial goal for Esteban Cambiasoen, won the penalty that led to Argentina's second goal in extra time. His influence on the game was so evident that the Orange Army made a triple substitution in defense, bringing on two center-backs and a holding midfielder to try to stop him. Even though Argentina lost that game in a penalty shootout, Messi emerged as the hero of the match. The media went crazy over him. The new Maradona, they said. He dances like the Pipe de Oro. They gushed. And for a moment, it seemed like Messi was living in Maradona's shadow. But inside, he was far from confident. "I felt very bad after missing a penalty," he told reporters after the game. "I wanted to score because I knew we needed the victory. When you miss a penalty, especially in the quarterfinal, it hurts even more. I was sad and disappointed, but my teammates lifted me up. I am lucky to have such great friends." Despite his modesty, Messi's performances had not gone unnoticed. He had won the Golden Ball for Best Player of the tournament, becoming the youngest player to ever receive the honor. Only Maradona had won it before him, and he did it at the 1986 World Cup, the same year he led Argentina to the title. But Messi's story was just beginning. The 2006 World Cup was his first and last as a teenager. And in the following years, he would go on to become a global superstar, winning everything there is to win in club football. However, international glory proved elusive. The 2014 World Cup was his best chance, but heartbreak awaited. He led Argentina to the final where they faced Germany. Mario Goat scored the winning goal in extra time, and Messi was left consoling his distraught teammates. It wasn't until 2 years later that he finally won a major international trophy, the Copa America, and in 2021, he completed the set by winning the Copa America and the FIFA World Cup. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back to that day in 2006 when a young kid from Argentina scored his first World Cup goal and announced himself on the world stage. His coach Pekerman was full of praise for him. He's a phenomenon, he said. He can make things happen on his own. He can dribble past 3 or 4 players, pass, or shoot. He's a real leader. Pekerman's faith in Messi was unwavering. He played him in every game at the 2006 World Cup, including the quarterfinal against the defending champion, Brazil. Argentina lost that game 3-0, and Messi's tournament came to an end. But not before he had etched his name in the hearts of millions. In 5 games, he had scored 1 goal and set up another. More importantly, he had shown glimpses of the magic that would make him a global superstar. When asked how he felt about being called the new Maradona, Messi replied, "I do not like comparisons with him because he is unique. I love football, enjoy playing for Argentina, and wherever I go, I try to give my best." And give his best he did. After the 2006 World Cup, Messi went on to play in 2 more editions, scoring 7 goals and helping Argentina reach the quarterfinals in 2010 and the final in 2014. But those were just build-up acts. The main event was still to come. On December 18th, 2022, Messi led Argentina to the title, scoring 7 goals and winning the Golden Ball. And it all started on June 22nd, 2006, when a young kid from Rosario, Argentina scored his first World Cup goal and announced himself on the world stage. What do you think? Was Messi destined to be a World Cup winner? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching. See you soon.